Now at 5:30 on WKYT this morning, a man accused of shooting and killing a 15-year-old Scott County girl will face a judge today. We're looking ahead to Michael Davidson's day in court.
Plus, crews will be heading back to a rural Montgomery County road today after high levels of arsenic were found in the ground there. And the people who live there are hoping they get some answers.
And the start of the new football season is right around the corner. We'll look ahead to how the University of Kentucky and Lexington City leaders are gearing up for the first game day right here on WKYT this morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Kentucky mornings start right here on WKYT as we say good morning to you. We're glad you're along. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Andrea Walker. Thanks for starting your Tuesday with us. The time now is 5:30. We're moving right along this morning, and we got a gorgeous week coming ahead, but still some heat and humidity.
Yeah, it's going to be
today.
a couple of days to get to that gorgeousness, I guess. Let's check in with Jim right now.
But it'll be worth it. When it gets here, it'll be worth it, guys. I promise. Right now, not so gorgeous. Even though we're in the upper 60s and low 70s, this is a little on the sticky side to start any morning here during this time of year with all that humidity that's still around in the air. And you might be running into some areas of fog, too, so keep that in mind. But as we progress through the day today, highs come in around 90 degrees. Humidity isn't going to be quite as oppressive as it has been the past few days, so it's going to back off some. And you can even see, look how that yellow is filtering in. That's some of the drier air already hinting that it's storing up. Daytime highs on Wednesday, upper 80s, but watch them drop. This is that air mass, guys, that's going to come rolling in here. And by the time it's all said and done, as we get into the afternoon hours on Thursday, look at that, 70s for highs, just a few degrees above where we are right now. I will track what brings that change coming up in just a few minutes.
It's going to be nice. Bring it on. Thank you.
Looking forward to it. Today, the man accused of shooting and killing a 15-year-old Scott County girl will face a judge.
Michael Davidson will be arraigned this afternoon in connection to the murder of Morgan Penn. WKYT's Victor Puente is at our live desk looking ahead to the day in court. Victor?
Michael Davidson will be arraigned in Scott County at 1 o'clock. According to the Department of Corrections, he was wanted for a parole violation when the shooting happened. 15-year-old Morgan Penn was killed Saturday morning around 5 a.m. while at a sleepover at a friend's home. Deputies say she was killed by bullets fired from outside of the home. They arrested Michael Davidson in Frankfort and charged him with murder. To help her classmates deal with the loss, yesterday school leaders had grief counselors at 2 schools.
The grief is spread over multiple schools. You know, the 9th grade center, they just came together, 12 days ago. So that's why it's important that our middle school counselors have been there at the 9th grade center today, because those are the students that they know.
According to the Department of Corrections, Davidson was released on parole in 2015. They say he stopped complying and there was a parole violation warrant issued for his arrest. His previous convictions out of Fayette and Scott counties include drug trafficking and possession of a firearm by a felon. Penn's visitation is set for tomorrow evening. Her funeral service is Thursday morning at 10 o'clock. Both will be held at Tucker, Yoakum, and Wilson Funeral Home. At the live desk, Victor Puente, WKYT.
All right, Victor, thank you very much. We'll be following up on the story. And deputies in Laurel County say a mother let her daughter stay in the house while her husband got high. Anna Burdett is charged with child endangerment and wanton endangerment. Burdett tells us from jail that she stayed in the house because she was afraid of her husband, calling him abusive. Last week, Benjamin Burdett was arrested after deputies found the couple's 2-year-old daughter inside their home around several drugs. We're told that Anna Burdett was arrested because she did not do anything to take her daughter out of that dangerous situation.
But I shouldn't have been so stupid as to stay with him as long as I did. I love that baby more than anything.
We also talked with family members who say they think Burdett is not innocent. A toxicology report is pending that will show whether or not Burdett's daughter ate any drugs. Benjamin Burdett is heading to court this morning for a preliminary hearing on animal cruelty charges. He was arrested last week after a veterinarian says 2 dogs died after eating meth at Burdett's home.
Also in Laurel County, the sheriff's office is investigating a deadly ATV crash. Deputies say it happened on Maple Grove School Road. They think the ATV went off the road and hit an embankment. They say a 17-year-old boy was killed and a 16-year-old girl was flown to UK hospital for treatment. The names of the teenagers have not been released.
A former school board chairman in southern Kentucky is getting a lesson on the legal system. Dexter Smith resigned from the Knox County School Board earlier this year after surveillance video surfaced showing someone else taking his GED for him. Since then, he has filed to run for the board again. And in an affidavit, Smith claims to have passed the GED or completed high school, but a grand jury indicted him saying that claim is false. Smith is facing a perjury charge now. Despite the indictment, Smith will be staying on the ballot. The only way he could be removed is with an order from a judge or if he chooses to drop out.
A judge could set a trial date for 3 people charged in connection to a Montgomery County murder. Natasha Martin, Cody Hall, and Nikki Miller are accused of robbing and killing Paul Brewer in 2011. They weren't arrested until last November. The 3 go before a judge today for a bond hearing. We'll also expect a judge to set a trial date at that time. Crews will head to a rural Montgomery County road today. People living along the road are hoping for answers after investigators found high levels of arsenic in the ground. The contamination area is on Long Lane off US 460. The EPA says the arsenic comes from an old Southern wood treatment company that used to be in the area. The state's Energy and Environmental Cabinet is asking families to limit their time outdoors.
Even if they do say it's safe, and there's no guarantee. I mean, they let it go for 30 years, and what makes me think that they're not going to let it go another 30?
We're all kind of scared right now. We really are. We're afraid we're all going to have to move.
The contractor is scheduled to arrive sometime today to get a look at the affected soil. At that point, they will be able to figure out a cleanup plan.
Kentucky House Republicans say they will be skipping today's meeting on state pensions. The House adjourned for the year back in April. Democratic House Speaker Greg Stumbo called a special meeting of all House members for today to discuss the state's public pension crisis. But House Republican leader Jeff Hoover sent Stumbo a letter blaming him for the pension problem. Stumbo responded to the letter, saying in part that Hoover's statement, quote, only adds suspicion in that many of these agents and brokers who ripped off the retirement systems during this Bevin administration are Republican donors. The meeting is scheduled for 11 o'clock this morning in the House chamber.
Several churches in Winchester are stepping up to help cities in Louisiana hit hard by flooding, and you can help out with donations. The owner of Cantrell Supply in Winchester and one of his employees will drive a truck down to Denham Springs tomorrow. They're dropping off items to a Baptist church there that was not hit by flooding, but is now serving as a home for many flood victims.
This one lady said, all my stuff's piled out in the street. So from us having so much, it's such an opportunity to serve them, and that's what we want to do. I don't want it to be about me. I want to be about serving others. And all the generous people who've came and brought stuff, we thank them.
Cantrell Supply will be taking donations until 5 o'clock this evening. They need cleaning supplies, children's school uniforms, and non-perishable food items.
Time now 5:38 on WKYT this morning. A basketball signed by Coach John Calipari for a silent auction is now missing. Over the weekend, Family Abuse Services was holding an auction to raise money in Frankfort. There were some basketball tickets, gift baskets, things like that, and an autographed basketball. But at the end of the night, the man who won the basketball didn't get to take it home. Event organizers say someone took the ball out of its glass case and put that case under a table. The organization says they have filed a report with Frankfort police, but they prefer the person who took the basketball would simply return it. That'd be the good thing to do. It's nearly time for football to return to the Bluegrass. That will be this weekend. We're just 5 days away from the University of Kentucky's first football game of the season.
And today, UK along with Lexington officials will announce the new changes for game day. WKYT's Mike Byer joins us live from Commonwealth Stadium looking ahead to the announcement. Good morning.
The wait is over, Bill and Andrea. Football season is back. Commonwealth Stadium will be rocking Saturday night when the Cats play host to the Golden Eagles of Southern Miss. Fans attending the game will experience some new changes for the 2016 home football games. 2016 Game Day News Conference is set for this morning at 10. Many UK leaders along with city representatives and several public agencies will come together here at Commonwealth Stadium. They'll be outlining updates on safety, security, parking, and other matters related to large crowds coming to UK for home football games. Keep it with WKYT throughout the day as we will share the new changes with you on on air, online, and through our WKYT mobile news app. I don't know about you both, Bill and Andrea, but I'm very excited for football season. Live at Commonwealth Stadium, Mike Byer, WKYT.
It too.
It's always fun, you know, this time of year, and with the weather, it's going to be really nice.
Wonderful.
Going to feel like football. All right, time to check live drive traffic this morning for the first time. Let's see what's happening early on your Tuesday, and here's a look at the region right now. We do have an issue we'll let you know about, and that is that there's restricted flow US 60 Versailles Road westbound. A lane is blocked from Forbes Road over to...
I believe that says Trafton Street.
Trafton Street, that's right. So that's out on Versailles Road this morning. Just an issue to let you know about. Continuing that work as well, of course, at Manowar and Nicholasville Road, where they're building the summit.
Stay mindful of that. And here's a look at the Lexington Fayette Urban County Government's live drive cam at New Circle Road and Winchester. As you can see, traffic is pretty sparse this morning. People are still in bed, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we're getting ready, you know.
That's right.
Right, watching us, hopefully. And
that's right.
So the crowd's getting ready to go here on this Tuesday. Still a lot more news coming up for you. Good to have you along. We're back in just a moment with a whole lot more.
Announcing a pregnancy can be an exciting time for a couple, but it would probably help the soon-to-be mom if she knew she was pregnant. That story after Jim's forecast.
And our forecast includes steam again today, but it's backing off as we go progressing through the rest of the week. It is going to be fantastic for football Friday night and for the home opener for the Cats. I'll track all of it.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Jim Caldwell.
So far, so good on this Tuesday morning. Some areas, fog likely setting up in some locations, but most of us are looking at a clean picture, just like this one that we see, and we are looking all the way back toward downtown. Right now in Lexington, we're at 70 degrees, humidity up, of course, naturally this time of year, you're 90%, so sticky start to the morning, feels like temperature at 70 as well, so no major shift in that. And recently we have seen at night or in the early morning hours, a feels like temperature, which is not a very usual thing to see, but we have been seeing it here. Here we go. With our temperatures area-wide, you're going to find upper 60s in parts of southern and eastern Kentucky, and also those low 70s more widespread as well. So a good warm start to this August morning, one of the final few August mornings of 2016. Heat index forecast for today. Remember, I was talking about daytime highs today. They're going to be in the low 90s, with humidity is backing off just a little bit. We've got a little dry air that's trying to slip into the region from our northeast. Well, 91 for a heat index. Compare that to yesterday's mid and upper 90s that were showing up around the area. So this is not that bad. My high today, actual air temperature, is 90. So we're bringing those levels down some, so it's a little more tolerable. Still very uncomfortable, but getting more tolerable. Even into Wednesday, up just a few degrees. And this is going to be out ahead of a cold front, and when you get out in front of that, you get a big surge in moisture, so it's going to push them up a little bit, but still not to those levels that we've had here recently. Defender Radar Network, quiet out there anywhere you look across Kentucky this morning. Now, later today, though, we'll probably track a few showers and some thunderstorms into the area. Very isolated stuff. Well, again, with highs, upper 80s, low 90s likely the case. But look what happens as we get into Wednesday. More organized chances of showers and storms are coming together into the afternoon and evening because we actually have a front that's pushing in, and that ignites those better chances. So when we go sweeping into the evening hours on Wednesday, you can see with that coverage of rain, temperatures down significantly compared to what they were just a few hours before that. So that's the change, at least the beginning of it, starting to show up here across Kentucky. That is all thanks to a frontal boundary. This is one that I call a cleansing front. It cleans everything up. The atmosphere gets to start over from brand new because we get rid of the humidity, we get rid of all the nasty heat. Highs are going to be running around 75 to 80 degrees with humidity barely even noticeable. You won't be thinking about it. You know, you walk outside right now, you're like, ugh, this humidity is so nasty. It's killing me. You feel that. You go outside. But by the end of the week, guys, the end of the week, you're going to be like, huh, it's just nice out here. You just be bouncing around all happy. But right now you walk outside and you just know it. And you just, I'm immediately in a bad mood when I go outside. I have most of the time anyway, but.
Right.
You said that.
I've noticed there's pumpkin stuff everywhere, so we're just ready for fall, clearly.
Yeah. And that will put you in the spirit.
That's true.
This week you'll be like, oh yeah, I'll have some of that pumpkin spice latte.
That's right.
Pumpkin yogurt's already out there in the stores, all that. So yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Jimmy.
An Iowa couple is celebrating their their fourth child, who arrived just 3 hours after mom learned she was expecting.
It's a pretty interesting story. Stephanie Hughes went to see her doctor. She was having some cramps, and she was quickly told that she was in labor and to go to the hospital now, if not sooner. And just a few hours later, Ames Unity Hughes entered the world. The little girl was nearly 6 pounds at birth and is doing quite well. Mom says she didn't have any of the classic pregnancy symptoms over the last 9 months.
I cannot believe that. I've heard of stories like this, but I just don't know how it's possible.
You hear of it happening, but anyway, precious little baby there.
Yes, well, it was a blessing, that's right.
Exactly.
An unexpected one. Coming up, you'll get the stories making news at this hour.
We're going to check traffic this morning for you again, see how things are moving along. We have some health news and a lot more. Our top stories at the top of the hour. Hey, it's great to have you with us here on WKYT this morning. Good morning. Welcome back in. WKYT this morning, live from Lexington on your Tuesday. It's 5:51 right now.
We appreciate you being with us. Now let's take a look at some of the stories we're working on for you at this hour.
A lot going on today. A man accused of shooting and killing a 15-year-old Scott County girl will be facing a judge. Michael Davidson will be arraigned this afternoon in connection to the murder of Morgan Penn. Family members say Penn was at a sleepover in Stamping Ground when bullets fired from outside the home hit and killed her. Davidson is scheduled to appear in court at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
The Kentucky Wildcats play their first football game on Saturday. University and city leaders are making some changes this year for safety and security with so much construction on campus. Leaders are expected to meet at 10 o'clock this morning at Commonwealth Stadium to go over the updates for the new season. Lots of interesting news going on.
Yes, we'll find out the game plan for game day.
That's right.
Yeah.
In political news this morning, Donald Trump is using the latest sexting scandal involving Hillary Clinton's closest aide to attack the Democratic nominee's judgment.
Yesterday, the Republican nominee accused Clinton of being, quote, careless and negligent for allowing Anthony Weiner to have close access to highly classified information. Clinton aide Uma Abedin announced her separation from Weiner Monday amid the news that the former congressman sent sexually explicit texts and photos to another woman for more than a year.
The FBI is investigating foreign hackers who breached election databases in Arizona and Illinois this summer. The development comes as voters in Arizona head to the polls today to select candidates who will appear on November's general ballot. One of the key races to watch involves longtime Senator John McCain. A new study claims that when you have surgery could mean life or death. That tops your morning headlines.
The study suggests patients operated on at night are twice as likely to die as those undergoing surgery during regular business hours. That's according to researchers in Canada. Doctors examined surgical data gathered for a 5-year period, and they found even people who had surgeries late in the day had a higher mortality risk. Scientists at the University of California, San Diego School of Medicine say they have identified a key chemical characteristic in the blood of chronic fatigue syndrome patients similar to a state of hibernation. Researchers hope the new discovery will eventually lead to faster and more accurate diagnoses and therapies.
Movie fans say farewell to Gene Wilder, and Batman faces a new threat.
Plus, Eddie Murphy shows his serious side. Daniel Nottingham has your eye on entertainment.
Eddie Murphy returns to the big screen in the new drama Mr. Church. Murphy plays the title character, who is based on a real person and friend of screenwriter Susan McMartin. Murphy, a comedy legend, says the more serious role of guardian and benefactor was new to him.
I just never dealt with that type of emotional stuff. Like, this movie is, I mean, there's some kind of, not funny like we think about funny. There's some funny things that happen in the movie, but the movie is not funny at all.
The movie also stars Britt Robertson as the young woman he is guiding. Mr. Church opens nationwide September 16th. Could this be Batman's newest enemy? Ben Affleck, Hollywood's current caped crusader, tweeted a video showing a new on-screen villain. Comic book fans identified the character as Deathstroke. Affleck's Batman will appear in next year's Justice League and a standalone Batman film, which Affleck will direct. And the world is mourning the death of actor Gene Wilder. The curly-haired funny man starred in the classic Mel Brooks films Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. But he's probably best known for playing the title character in 1971's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Wilder was 83 years old. And that's your Eye on Entertainment. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, Los Angeles.
A great loss there. He was a great actor.
Absolutely. And you know, the memes were so
oh,
good.
Yes.
From the Willy
Those are
Wonka.
always good. Classic.
You just hear him saying whatever, is said. So.
That's right. All right. Now let's get a check this hour on today's traffic trouble spots with live drive traffic. Here's a look at your traffic map.
Yeah, and there is one issue that we're watching rather closely this morning, and that is restricted flow on US 60 Versailles Road, the westbound lane. A lane is blocked from Forbes Road over to Trafton Street this morning, so keep that one in mind.
And we have another restricted flow area, US 27 Nicholasville Road. The left turn lane is blocked at Man-O-War, so definitely be mindful of that as you make your way out the door this morning.
That's where they're working on the Summit construction out there. The Lexington Fayette Urban County Government live drive cam now at Limestone and Euclid, and it is quiet in that area. There's somebody with their lights flashing there.
Hope they're okay.
Side of the street. Yeah.
I bet they don't know they're on TV right now.
Probably don't. Yeah. Sometimes you'll catch joggers in the morning, not even knowing that
like,
there they are.
A lot.
Okay. And we want to check weather here as we head toward the 6 o'clock hour. Here's Jim.
And those new cams are so crystal clear anyway, you can almost make out faces at times. Temperatures out there this morning, guys, upper 60s and low 70s throughout most of the area. So a little bit sticky to start things off, at least right now. But let me show you the best part of the whole thing we have, and that's the 7-day. We'll jump right into it because once we get past this mess right here, we get to that right there. 70s and low 80s. A good little run in the weather world.